Hello gamers, Bradyoup here. Since my computer was fixed, I can finally record it again. Also, as you can tell, today we're doing the top 10 best Jtoh Towers as of May 19th. No soul crushing towers, by the way, just because I am not got past floor 4 in any of them. Haven't made it past floor 4 in most of them, so I can't have an opinion. Well, this is my personal opinion on all the towers. If you don't like the list, it's okay. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe, because this video took a lot of time and effort, and it would make my day if we could hit 400 subscribers by the end of this year. Well, it would make my day if you could subscribe. Well, enough about me and my channel, onto the video. The part count is a little high, but compared to the other towers, this is pretty good, and also semi-short. The one jump is kind of weird, but that's okay. This tower, well, this zone is really old. I think it's like 2019 old. This tower is probably the only tower in the zone that really holds up to today's standards. In all honesty, this tower is really fun, really good, and can be really fun to play. Floor 10 has really come back, but it has a safety net, so it doesn't really matter. Floor 9, on the other hand, is like the hardest floor, and it's really hard. The creativity is fine, but compared to today's standards, I think it would still get a pretty high score, but not above a 23. There are better towers though, but if you want gameplay, you should play this tower. Number 9 being Tower of Cogs and Steam is so much fun. Seriously, the gimmicks in this tower are magical, and I love them so much. Honestly, after the Rainbow Ride music kicks, the tower really gets, well, difficult at one point, and I was on the stupid balloon section for 30 minutes because I couldn't even know what to do, and I kept dying, and this tower's good, honestly, but that balloon section is genuinely terrible, which affects the rank of this tower. Get some signs and some arrows, you know? I know I said this already, but every floor has mostly a different gimmick. The tower's extremely forgiving, safety nets almost everywhere, and very few outside sections. Anyways, the tower's really good, almost, if not a year old now. Tower of Never-Ending Dizziness, yes, I think it should be this low. It was boosted to Remorseless a few days ago, I think, finally. The details and creativity is amazing, but geez, that gameplay on those final few floors is just so hard and punishing. Nonetheless, really fun most of the way. If you are good at it, me personally, I'm not consistent at it at all. So I don't see fully the tower is hardest on those final floors, especially those outside sections. The color of this floor flows so well that it's hard not to like it. But the second I got to floor 4, I knew my run was going to end sometime then. But I got to 9, fell, and gave up. I know I'm a noob, no need to say it in the comments, but this tower is good. Well, not as gimmicky, just a really good looking tower, like, dang, the tower is fun. And also, time to spin to the next number. And I think Tower of Amos Anger is such a good and fun compact tower. I love it, and the gameplay on the first 9 floors is good. But the best and main course is floor 10, the boss fight. The boss fight is one of a kind. Honestly, you could call this Powers of Amos's Anger, but nah. It's a tower. The gameplay itself is amazing, and the best floors are probably floor 7 and up. The music is really good, especially floor 1's. The one you're probably listening to right now if I have enough time to edit that in. And the boss. Oh, the boss is a whole different level of creativity. First you have some lava rain and kill bricks falling. Then you have an obby to save the creators of towers that they have collabed with Amos or have made to OAA. It's a lot of stuff. And then after all that, you climb the cone to victory after defeating Amos. Well, first you have to free all the things. But after you climb, it's a really nice view. You should definitely look at it before you touch the wind pad. And anyways, without further ado, let's go to number 6. The hardest tower on this list, Tower of Really Nasty Ideas, is fun, modern feeling, and it's really nasty and long. An average run is at least an hour, which sucks, but the tower is fun, making up for the long run. My favorite floor is easily 6. The tower has a different design each floor. Floor 1 being all the square stuff, 2 being corner wedges, 3 being curved parts, 4 is a big spinner and cylinders, with 5 being small studs. You get what I mean. A tower like this at its time was really rare. This was probably the first step to modern towers, so it's pretty revolutionary. The creativity at the time was an extraordinary step. Sadly, it's probably in one of the worst zones, Zone 1. I think we can all agree that zone's one of the worst, besides Toddle and Torny. That's the only downside, though. Other than that, on to number 5. We're halfway through the list, finally. Alright. You're really spinning this tower. Tower of orientating, oscillating opinions. Kronku and the really long names. Anyways, this tower is all about the smooth spinners, and I really, really like the wacky gameplay. Super fun as well. Though floor and 9 are kinda, more purist leaning. Though it's not purist, definitely not. It's really fun though, but rest in peace potato computers, because floor 8 and up really lags for some reason. Floor 1 is pretty simple and fun, though my favorite floor is easily 5 or 6. Just don't fall on the outside on 7, or maybe 1, but you can regain from that. But this tower is the only reason I even grinded Jtoh to ring 7, and it's really an easy intense, and I recommend you try it. Well, let's spin the number 4, almost top 3. And if you didn't expect this one on the list, you've probably been living under a rock. Tower of Wicked Wedges is really edgy, really client objected, and it's Tower of Leaning Ledges' big brother. This tower is really consistent, except for floor 6 and 10. Those are cruel. Each floor has a wedge gimmicks, moving wedges to morph cylinders, edgy balloons, and floor 10 has it all. On average, you will spend at least 15 minutes on one floor, being floor 10, and another 20 minutes on floors 1 to 9, so floor 10's almost half the tower. And it's going to be an average around 35-minute long run. So half time if you're going to try this tower. I couldn't put it any higher personally because I had way too many fails on floor 6. My favorite floor is definitely floor 10. No disagreements there. Honestly, this tower is like if you combine Tower of Slanted Anticipation and Cogs and Steam into one. Gimmicks and wedges in one. That's a cool idea. More towers do it better though without the edgy gameplay. And let's go to the top 3. Alright, and the top 3 bronze medal is Tower of Distorted Aerodynamics. Is really fun. And for a tower that's about turrets, jeez, this is good. The spinners are non-movable with the player, the turrets have direct tracking, and the detail isn't too much while still looking good, especially in the earlier floors. The reflectance kind of ruins it for me. Floor 3 and floor with the outside section is amazing. The mega turrets and some normal gameplay is really my favorite part. That outside is really banger. Some parts in the later floors are a little alright, but they're still fun. Mainly the first 5 floors are probably my favorite because they have really unique gameplay and they introduce you to everything. And there's more of those non-can collide with the player spinners or whatever they're called. Alright, the runner-up is going to be Tower of Up is Down. I know, it's my second favorite tower. The detail's really good. The gimmicks are one of a kind. Like, the curve-pushing platform was, I think, introduced in this. Correct me if I'm wrong. The tower itself is very structured, though my favorite part is probably floor 1 or 2. Falling can be punishing, since there's nothing to catch you at the bottom. The curved X-pusher to the reverse gravity ball to the balloon push box. This tower has tons of gimmicks. Well, on to number 1. And the number 1 Jtoh Tower is Tower of Despair. No, I'm joking. The real number 1 is Tower of Mechanically Induced Mayhem. This is a really good tower. Like, it's really, really amazing. It starts off with these challenges, pushy thingies, memory platforms, and beat blocks. Also, each floor has a key thing, which leads to a bad ending. I won't spoil it though. After floor 1 on floor 2's area, you go to the very bottom of the tower, which is floor 2 on floor 1's area. Mainly push boxes, then a morpher. Floor 3 is pretty much normal with some fun client objects, and floor 4 is morphers. Floor 5 is push box cogs, I think. And floor 6 is the code floor with the box that shows the code. Correct me if I'm wrong on these. Floor 7 is a no-jump floor, and floor 8 is the finale. Well, it's not. You just do a very intense mad dash, and then once you get to the top of the quote-unquote tower, you get teleported to a part that's hanging over the tower. So if you fall there, you're done. And now it's all the client objects combined, and then you win. It's really intense. Yeah, that was a really very bad pun. I know. This tower ends off twice with a bang. Also, if you fall on floor 9 and 10, you most likely will have to restart. Unless there's a teleporter, though I don't think so. Because I flew to floor 9 and 10, because they're pretty easy nonetheless. So, yeah. That's our top 10. This was fun to script, do gameplay for, and also to feel good. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe. That would help a lot, because this video took me around a week or a little less than 2 to make. But it was worth it, because it was fun to make. And I hope you can agree with me on my opinions, except for some. But overall, I hope you enjoyed my second ever top 10, because the last one was 4 years ago. Aside from the re-upload in 2018. Well, peace gamers, come back next time for the next video. Bye-bye!